Must take some time. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Blesser, and I'll be your host for the UDC 2026 on the 11th of April. Yes, sir. We're gonna have a crazy main event. We're gonna have crazy fights. We're gonna have creator fighters. It's gonna be like the most entertaining thing. But I'm not alone. I'm gonna be co-hosting with Mr. Jan. Is he here?
Just late.
Oh, you can come through. Okay. Yeah. We got Mr. Jan over here. Give up, Mr. Jan. By the way, guys, Mr. Jan is the co-founder, or the founder, as we would say, or the CEO of this whole event that's taking place on Saturday, 11th of April, 2026. How you feel?
Ladies and gentlemen, I must say I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. It's such a pleasure doing this again. We have been doing it, and this one is only gonna be special because it keeps getting special. Everyone here is most welcome. We're sorry for the delays in time. Due to some circumstances we couldn't help, that's why we're starting late. We do also apologize to the viewers for not being on time, but we promise everything will be fine. moving forward. So everyone is most welcome, and we do apologize again. But henceforth, we're taking it. We're going straight to the point. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So for our first fight, we're gonna be introducing Mr. Alonso to come through. Just give it up for him. Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm feeling calm. Yeah.
How many fights have you been in actually?
2 fights.
2 fights.
Yeah.
Oh, do you have a team here?
Yeah.
I think your team is welcome too. Your team is welcome to come through. Yeah. Let's welcome the team and the opponents. Are you? Have a seat. You can have a seat over there. Cool. So this is your team.
Yeah.
Who's your coach actually between the two? Coach.
I'm the coach. Yeah.
Coach, judging based on like the training, how well do you think he's gonna do this coming Saturday?
He's gonna do pretty well. We've been at it for the past month, so yeah, we're ready.
What part of coach training don't you like?
I like all of it. I
All
love
of it?
pain.
You love pain. What does your name mean actually? Because you kind of took me through what your name means, and it was very touching for me. What is it?
So it's a name that my dad got from the movie Training Day. It's a movie of Denzel Washington. So when I search the meaning of the name, it's ready for war.
And what are you expecting this Saturday since you're ready for war?
To put on a show.
Let's put on a show. Are you going for knockout?
That would be great. Yeah.
With that being said, let's introduce the opponent. Come through. Let's go. We're introducing Cloudy the Kid. Yo. Have a seat here, man. Cloudy the Kid, you are a content creator. Coming into boxing and hearing this guy say that he's ready for war, how does that make you feel?
Emotionless.
Why so nonchalant?
No, it's not even a thing of being or trying to be nonchalant. It's just the way I am, you know. Yeah, I like getting into things without expecting anything. And my whole content creation, bro, is just about confidence. So that's literally all I've been about.
Do you think when a content creator, when a content creator that's a boxer comes through with a real life boxer, what do you think is the expectation?
Come again? My bad, man.
As a content creator, right? You do content and boxing at the same time, and he does full-time boxing. Which one do you think will come out on top?
Hey, man, as long as I'm not fighting some robot. He's human, right? I'm human too. That's all, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Nah, I like that.
You like that?
I like that.
All right, Coach, how are you feeling about that?
I feel confident. We've been doing a 6-week camp right now, so I feel like we've put the work in, sparring, stamina. So I feel like Cloudy can do the right thing in the right moments to get the win.
I also heard that Claudia has been in like three fights, right? You've been in like the backyard boxing. You've been in the most of your fights were mainly for content and stuff. But now this is actually like quite serious. It takes more like stamina. It takes more. You need to be more fit, if I'm not mistaken. You need to know how to take a real punch. You feel me? So, knowing all of that information, are you still feeling confidence?
100%.
When you look your opponent in the eye, what do you think will be the outcome? Would it be a knockout? Will it be by split decision?
Hey, man, it's hard to say because these things you never really know. You understand? But hey, I don't know. Knowing me, I think it's gonna be like probably a split decision.
He doesn't sound too confident.
I'm just here to box, bro. I love the sport. I love the sport.
By looking at him, knowing that he hasn't really taken a punch like that and all that stuff, are you feeling confident that you're gonna knock him out?
Not a knockout, but I'm confident I'm gonna win. You're gonna win. No doubt, yeah.
Coach, what do you have to say about that?
No, 100%. He's definitely gonna win. I have to say he does have knockout power. It's what we're trying to aim for, to be honest.
What do you have to say? You've been quiet.
Alonso is a fighter. Hell of a fighter. No, I feel like nobody trains like him. So he's ready. He's definitely ready for us.
Do you have anything to say?
Well, after listening from both of them, they sound, I don't know, they sound ready, they sound slick, and yeah, I don't really have a lot to say. I'm also looking forward, like everyone is looking forward. It's probably gonna be a good match. Both men are confident. They don't talk out of any point of fear. So it's probably a match to watch. It's something everyone needs to put on your screen. Look at it so we can all have the outcome together. But deep down me, I know I don't really see a knockout coming. From what they're saying, I don't know. But I think the people want to see a knockout. I don't know. Let me not say too much, or let me not spill a lot of fire. So thank you for the chance, Mr. Host.
I think you probably I think you're underestimating the knockout. I personally feel like there's going to be a knockout. You know, you wanna ask me why? Because it's like two different worlds that are like colliding, and like I said in the first time when I was like, the other one does not really take a punch from a real boxer. And he's been doing, the boxing for quite some time now, even though he's only been in like 2 fights, you said. So, yeah, and I wouldn't say it was more of a joke, I wouldn't say it was more of a joke, but it was mainly for content. You get what I mean? And this is, as you said, you love the sport, it's your life, and stuff like that. So I feel like passion might, overtake entertainment. You feel me? So yeah, I think there might be. Do I sound biased? Do I sound like I'm taking a side? Huh?
I actually don't know what to say, because from your own point of view, I actually do have a different point of view. Okay. You guys should get me, because Cloudy has never boxed, but I promise you his confidence is over there. Even you can see he doesn't blink when he's talking. His opponent here, he speaks with like he might some point he might want to understand to calm things. He is the experienced one. Maybe he has a plan to go cool with Cloudy, but I don't see Cloudy on that same page with him. So no one knows what's gonna happen. So let the boys come out, put in the fire. The fire is already there. It's just to light it, then pop.
I guess we'll just leave it to the ring, eh? We'll just leave it in the ring. We'll settle it there. But yeah, any words, any last words from Coach?
Not really much last words, but we're ready. Definitely come the Saturday. We're gonna put on a show.
What do you have to say to your opponent?
To my opponent, good luck.
He's saying you need luck.
I don't. Yeah, but I'll take it. Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is expect fireworks, expect sweats, expect a whole lot of fatigue, because my fight is both different.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
It's time to give the public or the audience, people that have questions.
Yeah. Does anybody have questions from the public? Anybody?
To ask the fighters?
To ask the fighters from outside?
But there must be someone with a question, guys.
Wait, hold on. So let me just repeat his question. He said, as a streamer or content creator per se, in general, what are you most looking forward in the fight?
Hey man, I'm just, as I said before, I don't expect anything, but what I'm looking for is just a good match. Yeah, just a good rounds, Yeah, I like my good rounds. Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Oh yeah, thanks for asking that, because I don't know where this nigga is getting the fact that I don't have passion about the sport. I actually do. Just because I did this, I do this, or I fought for what's this, entertainment purposes. It doesn't mean that I don't have what it takes. It doesn't mean that I'm not interested in the sport. Yo, I could surprise you. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Would you like any questions? You have a question for the coach? We're listening. Just for people that didn't hear, they asked, as you can see, the coach said Alonso here has knockout power. So the main question is, which round do you think you'll knock the opponent out in?
Let me say, it's not going to be the first round. Definitely not. Right? Oh, we'll see on fight day. We'll see on fight day. I'm not going to say too much. No, not second round. It's too early. Too early. What I tell my fighters is take your time. Take your time in the ring. Put on a show. And then listen to me. When I say execute, it's time to execute.
I have one question actually. What challenges did you have to go through in order to make it for this fight?
Staying in shape. Okay. Yeah, I like eating.
And you?
Yo, I don't like being a copycat, but same, man.
Well, to me, I don't really have a lot to say. These guys have spoken their mind. They've said what they're coming in that day for, what they will be giving in. So we really do appreciate them. We want them to handle the fight with all precaution and love. Give him what they want. Also remember we've got people out there looking, so we must try to give them a show. Everyone is ready. I am ready. We can see that these guys are ready. So it's not a lot to talk about. So I think we could call it a wrap or whatever.
Yeah, I think we can call it a wrap. Do you guys want to face off? Yeah. Yeah, you guys can. Yeah, take the floor. Take the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's yet another edition of the Universaldabbler Champions, the UDC. It is the 6th edition, and we want to take this time out to promise you that we are bringing another very, very interesting moment of fierce fight, high entertainment. And before we proceed to the second phase of this interview, I want to give a big shout out to all of the sponsors here present: Lone Wolf Energy Drink, the Old Big Master, and all those who cannot be mentioned right here, right now. And it is another time, you know, it is the 6th edition, and we've worked a lot to get to this place. But there is one special thing about this 6th edition that we are going to be witnessing. It is a rematch of the Belly of the Beast and the Ring Leader. Ladies and gentlemen, before I proceed, I would like to make welcome our host and the organizer of this wonderful championship. We call it the Universaldabbler Champions. It is a white-collar boxing tournament, mainly for entertainment and to fetch young talents. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome the CEO of UDC. He is no other person than Mr. Yanko 360. We call him Mbako. You're welcome, Mr. Yanko 360, coming up. Always casual, always focused, but yet with a great initiative. Thank you, and you're welcome into this interview. Please put your hands together for the CEO of the Universaldabbler Champions. What is your take, and how do you think the 6th edition is going to be different from the previous?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for, first of all, giving me this opportunity, FM. I really want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate everyone that has been here. I want to appreciate the men in the crew, the production team, everyone, the sponsors. Big shout out to the sponsors, Spoursif J, Glow Autos, Freeboy Makiza, Lone Wolf Energy Drink, OBM, Statement Creation, Kezi Fashion, just to name a few. So we really appreciate you. We see all what you're coming through. We can ignore this anytime soon. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. I still want to reiterate, everyone is welcome. So after the event, to be precise, we're going to have some light refreshment for everyone. So everyone must stay put immediately after the event. Thank you.
And thank you for the warm welcome to all of our guests here, right here present, and for the recognition you gave to our sponsors. But yet, you did not answer my question. What is going to be so special about the 6th edition of the UDC?
Thank you so much. My bad. That shows how much exciting the event is going to be. If I could really follow up with the questions, which I'm here to answer questions, it's going to be super exciting. It's going to be energy driving. This time we're going to be seeing different people of different walks of life, different fans, different people we've really never seen before, for those who know and have been coming to this event. So it's really going to be a good one. So we must stay put. We must keep our exciting shoes ready. We must put our dancing shoes ready. It's going to be a proper, exciting one. It's going to be energetic, and it will be straight to the point.
Talking about energy, I want to give a big shout out to Lone Wolf Energy Drink, because that is that energy drink that brings out the energy in you. And diving into entertainment, I think we have NC Brown Entertainment as one of the sponsors, just to ensure you that we will have energy and entertainment with very great fighters that will be presenting at the Pounds for Pounds Fitness and Boxing Center 4 Ways, which is our official venue for the Universaldabbler Champions. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move, it is time to discover the fighters who will be clashing on the 11th of April at the Universaldabbler Champions. Let's make welcome one of the first fighters. He fought last two editions with the same fighter. They are coming for a rematch. Let's make welcome the Belly of the Beast. It's time for the Belly of the Beast. The Belly of the Beast to join us right here on this panel, so we can have an anticipation of how the game is going to run down. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we welcome the Belly of the Beast. You're welcome, Belly of the Beast. And I think you should be with at least a member of your crew, so that we can get the heat highly heated. And we will be inviting, we call him the Colonel, we call him the father of the street, the Colonel Dakwa Jr. He's right here in the building. He is the manager and the sponsor of the Belly of the Beast. You're welcome. Please put your hands together for Mr. Daquaz. We take out the Mr. We call him the Colonel. You're welcome, my Colonel. And I would like to start with you, bringing up your fighter for the second time. It is the second time we are sitting on this same platform to talk about another fierce fight with the same opponent. What do you think this time is going to happen in the rings, right there at the 4 pounds for pounds boxing and fitness center?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll still start to apologize for what happened last time. You know, my fighter wasn't happy, said things didn't go his way. But I think we was out of the rules of boxing. So this time around, I think we need to implement maturity. We need to understand that this is a sport and this is a game. So we are coming in full force to knock out our opponent.
And to know who this opponent is we call him the ring leader. We call him the ring leader. I would have loved to have him here. The critics coming from his opponent based on the last fight. And that is why I had to interrupt this so that we can bring in him. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome Makiza, artistically known as Makiza. He is a rapper. He's from Cameroon. But in the rings, we call him the ring leader. Please, let's welcome Maki in. We call him the ring leader. We call him the ring leader. And he's right here. Maki?
Yes, sir.
It's a pleasure to have you on the platform again.
Thanks to have me here.
And you are a musician, an artist, and it's all about entertainment and box. It was a fierce fight in your last encounter with the Belly of the Beast, and we all know it went down on a draw. So it is not just a fight, it is a rematch. One person is going to pick up the belt and lift it up. What's your take on this rematch?
First of all, the first fight, it was crazy. You know, I think maybe I had maybe not underestimated, but take my opponent lightly. And he came with a good fight. He came with a good fight. And of course I came with a good fight as well, hence we had a tie. This time I'm coming more with an intention to have fun. Yeah, I'm coming with more of an intention to have fun and to leave with the belt, of course. You know, that's my main focus is to take the championship belt, but I also want to have a lot of fun, you know. I think I found myself a bit more around the ring and just around boxing. So yeah, it's going to be fun, man. Regardless of how it goes down, we're going to have fun.
Talking about fun, it's going to be a night of entertainment. It's going to be a night of relaxation. It's going to be a night of serious battles. I think Maki did not come alone. And the Belly of the Beast manager is already bringing up some very crucial issues about the last fight. So, would you be able to defend that alone?
Definitely, man.
That's why we call.
I've always been a lone wolf, like the brand that is sponsoring the fight.
That's why we call.
You get what I'm saying? I've been a lone wolf.
Please, can you clap for that? That's why we call him the ring leader. That's why we call him the street king. Ladies and gentlemen, we had an observation from the last match, from the last fight, from our opponent, from the opponent of the ring leader, coming from the management of the Belly of the Beast. I think that question should be addressed by our host and the CEO of the UD. What do you think about what was mentioned by Colonel Daquaz regarding the regularities or the irregularities of the last match?
Ladies and gentlemen, we must first of all start by saying that we don't look at life or we don't look at things from the same end. That is a normal take every day, because we did have an official referee, we did have officials that were taking scores that gave us the scores for the game. So we can't really put it like an irregularity. We understand that there was no satisfaction there, and there is always room to challenge anything which you don't feel comfortable with. So irregularity is alleged, but we also take responsibilities that anything that anyone from the fight lovers, the community, the host, to everyone, everything that is not proper or everything that is not loved needs to be addressed and addressed properly. So we will do better. We've taken responsibility. We'll do better, and we promise you this is going to be a much proper show. Every day we try to do better, and we do appreciate you that you're still here, though you were not satisfied the last time. And like I said, we'll do better. Thank you.
And yes, they are still here because they were not satisfied, and that's what makes this edition and this fight very different. They are coming all over from the different training centers to split the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the point from the CEO, and it has laid the foundation of the next fight. It is going to be a fight between the belly of the beast and the ringleader. Belly of the beast, last fight was a draw. Were you happy? If not, what is going to come up from you on the 11th of April there at the Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center?
Well, thank you very much, viewers. Yeah, last fight I wasn't happy, but I wasn't disappointed. The reason I wasn't happy is because I didn't give him a knockdown. I let the judges to give us the final decision of the game. So that is why I'm putting it on me, because if I had knocked him down, I wouldn't have been not happy, because it would not be for the judge to give the final decision. And also, it was his first fight with me, specifically, so I was just welcoming him in the sport domain, and as a brother and as a person, and as sportists, we also need to give opportunities for other sporters. But this time it's not about welcoming, it's about showing who is the boss here. So I'm the king of the ring, and I'm the belly of the beast. So in the ring, I'm the beast. So you know what beast do to his opponent, they devour you. So in the ring, I'm gonna make sure I devour him. I'm not gonna leave him for the judge. I'm gonna be the judge in the ring. I'm gonna decide.
And that was a wonderful one coming from Belly of the Beast. Makiza, let me call you by your stage name as an artist. He just named and ordained himself the king of the ring. But your fans and lovers of boxing from your first match call you the ring leader. A king and a leader. Are we going to be having the same two pilots on the same ship?
First of all, Belly of the Beast. What kind of a name is that? Belly of the Beast. You might as well should have called yourself fighter number 2, man. You just call yourself fighter number 2 than saying Belly of the Beast, bro. I'm the real ringleader, brother. I'm ringleader in real life and in everything that I do, you know, and I would lead in that ring. I have respect for his work. I have respect for his, you know, fighting skills and all, but I will come in there and I'll bring my best. Like I said, I'll be having fun, but I'll also make sure that I demonstrate skills, because this is what it's about, you know. I'm a very expressive person. I've said this before, and this is just another form of expression for me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to get in there, and I'll do what I've been planning on doing. I know he's got confidence. He's going to knock me out. I'm not sure how that is going to manifest, because in the last fight, he promised me I was going to get knocked down on the second round. And we made it to the fourth round, and I wasn't on the floor. So I think it's just a lot of jargon that's coming out of his mouth. And see, I still respect the dude, man. I respect him. But in that ring, I'll bring game. The game is going to be on, so yeah.
And that is just reassuring the fact that it's going to be a great fight. My colonel, I think you are the coach and you're the management of the Belly of the Beast. If I may ask, you promised to knock down maximum the second round. It was a draw. We've been training for almost a year. If you were to talk categorically, are we going to have a knockdown in this game? And if yes, when do you think this knockdown is going to come in?
Thank you. I think this time around I will still maintain my word. Makiza is going down in the second round because, as I said, I would like us to have a bit of fun. I said it last time, so this time around I keep to my word. Makiza is going down. Second round, Makiza will be down.
Are you scared to call him the ring leader? Because we know him on stage holding the mic, performing to the crowd as Makiza. But right here, we are talking about bugs. If you are not using the word ring leader, that means there is a kind of panic in you.
No, I don't want to give him a big name. You know, Makiza is like you see a lion coming, and you call a dog another lion. So the lion will be upset, then you can just kill the dog in a second. So Makiza is not yet a ring leader. It's not even yet even close to a ring. So as I said, Makiza, 2 rounds you gone, bruh. Down, 2 rounds. Because this time around, we did a lot of training. We correct our mistakes for the last time. So I don't think my champion will still give him a chance this time around. I think each and everyone will have fun that day. It's going to be marvelous because Makiza will be crying while others are happy.
That is another hit from the management of the Belly of the Beast. The Belly of the Beast. You guys, you appeared so confident. This is the same confidence we had on the first on your first fight. Are you sure it's not gonna be a fake prophecy this time around? Because we all saw how you both managed to get to the 4th round, but everybody was expecting, with the muscles and with the promises, everybody was expecting to see Maki, the ring leader, on the floor even before the 2nd round. So what difference are you going to make to bring him down and maintain this promise?
There were many reasons because Makiza was fighting completely out of the rules of boxing.
But the organization did not confirm that.
No, the organization was not inside the ring. As a fighter, you can know when somebody is fighting in the rules of boxing and outside the rules of boxing. He did a lot of mistakes that he was even supposed to be disqualified before the end of the fight. So at one point, it also took me off guard because I was like, what is this guy doing? You understand? But at the same time, we are here to fix it. So let's not waste time.
And we had promised from the organization that based on 1 or 2 complaints, though not confirmed, just alleged, the game is going to be top-notch, professional and up to standard. So what are you going to implement to make sure you don't have another flimsy excuse? I quote.
Like from the beginning of the interview, the manager does apologize for that. He's going to make sure everything works according to the rules of boxing and everything stays on point. So you can see he also spoke about that and he genuinely apologized. And Makiza is also, I'm sure, as a sport person, he's willing to do better.
So, given a fair and free game, who is going down first and when? Let's be clear. Let's not do shitty excuses like chicks.
I'm not going to repeat myself. I know I'm going to put him down. Like I said, the last fight, I was just distracted because he was going out of the rules of boxing. That's all.
Maki, it is a very categorical allege you are going down in the 2nd round. We had this same statement on the interview before the first fight. I know you're always relaxed in your response. Any plans, any preparations for your opponent? Are you waiting to disprove the fact that you will not go down in the 2nd round? Or are you coming with a surprise? Maybe you could knock him down in the 1st round.
I'm someone who like to prove people wrong. You get what I'm saying? I'm always up to prove people wrong. And I see they've got a lot of fake confidence. It's like liquid confidence. When I came in first, I saw them outside having some wine. And now this is that wine talking. You get what I'm saying? This is liquid confident. But, nevertheless, he's got some good points. Honest, when I first came that day and I was the first fight, I wasn't fully prepared. And, it was the first time I was getting in the ring, which is another reason why I think all this talk should have been put into action. You should have been able to knock someone down who has never been in the ring before, but you failed to do that. It's a lot of fake prophecies, like you said. And just liquid confidence, man. You know what? I can't say much. I think I've learned a bit more in terms of rules and just rules and structures of the game. So I think that's what I'm standing on. And I'm still going to come out there with my confidence, with my skill, and just my mentality. You get what I'm saying? I might have never been in a fight before, like in a ring, but I've been in many street fights. And maybe that's what was coming out in the first fight. You get what I'm saying? Maybe the rules were going out the window because I was briefed by the rules, but maybe when I was fighting and, just emotions, I was, stepping away from the rules and everything. But this time around, I think I've got my head around the rules and enough talking. You get what I'm saying? Let's wait for the day to come, and then we're gonna see how it goes down.
And just to make
it's
that
easier said than done. You know, when we're looking at each other and there's a bit of wine in the system, I know you can see you drop another fighter, but I don't know if that's exactly what's gonna happen, because they've said this before the last time, and we were in four rounds, and I didn't find myself on the floor. So I guess let's see how it's gonna go this time around.
And just to make it clear, we were fighting in a professional ring with professional officials. Just want to clear the aspect of self-guilt. If there were any irregularities, I think the refs and the match officials would have signaled and given the deserved sanctions for that. But we passed through this game without any reason to halt or to dismiss for irregularities. And the decision from the desk was a draw. So we are coming for a rematch, we are coming for a replay, and there is a belt to take home. Coming back to you, the belly. Looking at your physical appearance, you were more muscular than you were. You are less muscular than you were in the first game. Did your weight how can I say it? Did your weight affected your performance? Because from what the ring leader just said, it was his first fight. It was his first time to step into the ring. So he does not see any reason for excuses. You had to use that to knock him down. So if you could not knock him down on his first fight, are you going to be able to make it this time? Is that maybe why you decided to work less on weight and more on techniques?
Well, the weight is just for flexibility. The reason I decided to drop the weight is just for me to be more flexibility. I can still be flexible and have more weight, but I can be more flexible with less weight. So when you're training, you know what your body needs and you know what your opponent needs. Makiza is tall. He's tall. He's also muscular. He's not a skinny guy. So it's not like I'm fighting a huge guy. If I'm fighting a huge guy, I put more weight. But I'm fighting a tall guy, I need more flexibility. So that's why I'm trying to cut off the weight.
This is just to show how prepared he is for this game. Remember, it is a replay, and he is bent to make the difference clear based on the controversies that came after your first fight. That is one of his techniques, to cut down his weight and be more flexible with you in the ring. Maybe that was a strategy that you used to manage the fourth round. Do you think that improvement or that new skill or that new idea is going to work this time around? Because the muscles didn't work last time.
Well, I'm not a prophet. I cannot tell how he's gonna fight. I'm not in his body. I cannot tell how he feels about his weight. I'm not in his mind. I cannot tell what kind of mentality he's holding at this point. But I'm holding on to my own mentality. I'm holding on to my own value and my own technique. All I know is that I'm not gonna leave that ring without beating him.
And that is clear.
Even if it means we might have to go over the rules, when I say over the rules, I mean over time. If after 4 rounds, there's no one on the floor, I think we can both come to an agreement, a quick agreement, and speak to organizers to go for another round. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, talk is cheap, man. We can all talk, we can all speak, but when comes a day of fight, when comes fight night and we in that ring, it's gonna be about, who wants it more. You get what I'm saying? This is like, who wants it more? This is also about me, proving to myself. You get what I'm saying? Hence, I'm not worried about fighting him. First of all, the first fight, I was told that I would be fighting someone who has never been in a ring like myself. You understand? But when I got to the fight, I was fighting him, even though he has had previous fights in that same ring, and I had never been in that ring. But I didn't complain. And by the way, on the first fight, I had 2 injuries getting into that ring. I had a shoulder injury from regular workout, and I had a back injury, lower back pain. I'm a tall dude. I do get often back pains. But I didn't mention none of that because I didn't want it to seem like I'm scared. You get what I'm saying? I mean, right now as I speak, I feel like I'm in top shape. I'm in top form. I'm good. I feel good. So I'm ready, man. As much as he's ready, This would be a situation where, like Dakwas was saying, this would be a situation where the so-called dog gets to eat the lion. You get what I'm saying? this be a situation where hyenas, you know, get to chow the lion, and then the lion is in shock. Because as it is, everybody is so convinced that the lion is the king of the jungle, even though it ain't. But listen, like I said, comes fight night, and we're going to see who is the real champ.
And we are going to know who is the real champ on the 11th of April. That's Saturday coming up right there at Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that was the point for today. That is why we are here today, to be assured and to know why we are about to move out or step out to Pounds for Pounds on the 11th of April for this wonderful championship. We are going to have a lot of matches, a lot of fights. I think more than 20 fights of the day. But this one we're talking about, it is the main event. And don't miss. If you miss this, then you are not sure. You are not definitely a fan of boxing. And I'm still right here with the CEO. One more word before I give the roundup. Can I say something? And that is the heat we are looking about. The heat is still starting on the chairs, and it's going to continue into the rings. Please give the mic. I caught you. I beg your pardon. Give the mic. We need the heat right here.
Okay, there's one question I wanted to answer Makiza. He said, what name is called Belly of the Beast? So, like Muhammad Ali said, he flies like a butterfly, but he stinks like a bee. Someone who said, what is a bee? It's a small thing that you can spank. But you know what Muhammad Ali is capable of doing. And the reason I'm called Belly of the Beast is because outside the surface, I'm so calm. I'm like very calm. I'm like the river, like the deep sea. You can see how level and calm it is. But when it step into the ring, I'm a beast. Like I would devour you. Like it's like the river. When you step into the river, you sink, and you never know when you reach the bottom. Before you get to the bottom, you die. That is the meaning of Belly of the Beast.
Promising to sink the ring leader on Saturday, the 11th of April at the Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center. Are we going to have them sink, or is there going to be a rescue team, my boss?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also looking onto this fight. I'm extremely excited. The build-up has been there. The build-up is obvious. This particular fight is not a fight that we had to go all the way out to sell it. The fight already sold itself. It has the build-up, so it's exciting. It's people want to really see this fight. People want to know what is going down, because it was a lot went through the first fight. People have been asking questions. Today they stay asking questions, but then that is what gave the build for this one. So this one, I'm really expecting fireworks. I'm expecting proper, because it was enough time for everyone to go to the camp, put their heads down, do much better. We can see here, Belly of the Beast has shed some weight. We can obviously see. So it's not the same. This one won't really be the same. It won't even be close. But I really look forward to see what they have that day. I'm not sure if I've answered your questions or some more questions.
Thank you very much, Mr.
It's
CEO.
really exciting, to be very honest.
It's a very exciting moment, and it's going to be a very wonderful game on the 11th of April, right there at Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center, 4 Ways. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who had queries, who had disgruntledness, who were not satisfied with the results, for those of you who wanted Maki to carry the belt on that day, and for those of you who wanted the Belly of the Beast to pull the winning crown onto his head, it ended in a draw. And on the 11th of April 2026, right there at Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center, we will definitely be splitting the cams. One person is going to pick up the belt. One person is going to lift the trophy. You have no reason to miss this fight. Book your tickets already if you've not yet done. Just remember that we have a discount. If you're buying online before the day of the fight, you're buying for 250 for the regular tickets. If you're buying at the gate, you're buying for the same price, 300 rands, to make your entrance into the hall. And we have tables that are reserved for the VIP who will be putting their bets in place on each boxer. So ladies and gentlemen, it is a wrap of this build-up. It is another moment to stand and anticipate from the audience. But before we leave, ladies and gentlemen, I think the audience has been thrilled. They have been feeling already so entertained. I don't know if they are willing to take this improvisation from me Do we have anyone right out there who is willing to ask a question to any or either of our boxers? Any questions from the audience, please?
The people outside can come inside. We can check on them to ask them if there's any questions. Please ask outside if anyone has any question.
You can feel free to ask any question to either of the fighters. You have a question, please send the mic around. You can just stand right where you can just regain your position and ask your question.
So I have a question to both fighters. How does it feel to look at the man across you, the man that you know is going to push you to deep waters come this Saturday?
Well, I'm just excited. I'm not looking even focused to the man in front of me. I'm just looking focused to be in the ring with the man that I have to, teach him a lesson.
Smash.
It's gonna be exciting, man. I feel I'm more excited this time. I'm more excited because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm more excited, man. And like I said, whatever is being said, but what will happen when comes the 11th of April is what will be.
And
You
what
get
do
what I'm
you
saying?
feel is your advantage going into this fight over him? What do you feel you can do better than him?
My
Saturday?
advantage stems from the fact that they are undermining me or they're underestimating me because he feels like he's more of a trainer. I mean, he's a bodybuilder by occupation. You get what I'm saying? He's a personal trainer by occupation. So of course he's somehow feeling like he's above me. You get what I'm saying? And that is my power. Like I said before, I like being underestimated because that way nobody ever see me coming. You get what I'm saying? I'm coming from that point. I'm coming from the fact that I think he thinks that he got an easy fight, just like the first time. He said he was gonna knock me out in the second round. But that didn't happen. That didn't age so well, did it? And now I'm gonna come to prove them again that all these prophecies is fake prophecies like Prophet Bushiri, man. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
And the same question to your opponent. What do you feel is your advantage going into this fight and that you're going to do better come this Saturday?
Well, it's not about who I'm fighting. It's about my personality, what I'm made of, right? Like, I'm a sport person. It's what I do. Like, it's part-time what I do for a living. So it's not about the opponent. It's about my confidence. So it could not be still him, but I still move in with my confidence. So it's about my individuality, not about the opponent that I'm fighting.
Okay.
So I respect him. He's a tall dude. He's strong. He's very violent. I like that. But that is also what I want. That is the kind of person you need to challenge to push yourself. You understand? So everything about him I admired. I admire his violence, his height, his strength, everything. But I know I can do better.
Okay, gentlemen, good luck to both of you guys. We can't wait to see you in the ring.
Thank you for that question. That was a very interesting one. I think we should leave the mic in the crowd, and while asking your question, I will just plead on you to maintain your initial position so that we don't have discontinuity with the light. Next question is coming. Please, can you just regain your position before asking the question so that you don't shed the light? Yeah, just stand in the middle there and that side. Thank you very much.
Perfect. I have a question for both fighters. Leading up to this fight, how has your training camps been? And what things did you point out as weaknesses to your opponent?
I think we'll start with the ring leader this time around.
All right. So back to the first fight, so I'm able to answer your question. When I look at the first fight, I had a lot of issues with my footwork. And that, of course, came from the fact that I hadn't previously done boxing. So my footwork was terrible. My defense was terrible. So those are things that I was mainly working on, my footwork and just my defense. That's pretty much what I was working on. And I came to realize that there's a lot more that I still have to learn. I mean, I've learned some while training in a camp, but I've also realized that there's a lot more that I have to learn. And even though I've got to learn more, I think I know enough to get in the ring with him. And what I also love about him is that he's a tough opponent. He is really tough. But that's my mentality. I like being under pressure. I work better when I'm under pressure. I work better when I feel pressure, immense pressure. My best comes out. So that's why he's the best opponent I could fight, because I know that he is tough, like a really tough dude. And he's probably got more techniques. And yeah, I'm looking to have fun, man.
Thank you.
How about you?
Well, from the previous fight, I learned a lot about him, but I will not want to say it out because it's also like me giving him his weakness for him to protect himself. So as a smart person, I'm not gonna tell him his weakness. I'll just keep it for myself. But also I've done better. I've tried to be swift, reduce my weight for flexibility, increase my resistance. So I don't want to talk about his weakness. He should figure out his weakness. I will use it as an advantage. So it's gonna be something I'll keep for myself.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Any other question there from the audience? Any other question from the audience, please?
Okay, just so we know, last time we saw what happened in the ring. So I can still see that you guys are still here having the fire that, to go forward. I just want to know, like, how many rounds are we giving us? Because you guys are not clear on that one. How many rounds are you guys giving us till a knockdown? Because a knockdown is what we're looking for. Just like you, the bill of the bill said, we're not looking for any judge to decide. We want a knockdown. So from the both of you, how many rounds are you guys giving us?
Well, for the sake that I'm fighting a grown-up man, and also for the sake of the audience, the fans, the people who are coming to watch the game. So I'll give him 3 rounds. Yeah, 3 rounds for sure, just for the entertainment purpose and also to treat him as a grown-up, not like a baby where you can just catch and spank and spank and spank and then you send him to sleep. So yeah, he's a grown-up. I'll give him 3 rounds. Makiza, I hope that's fine. Is that fine?
I just hope that's fine, as you said, because your management is very certain about 2 rounds. Makiza, are there like, how many rounds are you giving him?
It's going to be a good fight. That's what I can say. I cannot put rounds to it. But I'm sure we're not going to go past 4 rounds. I doubt it. Because I will take him down. I will knock him down. It won't make 5 rounds. It won't make 4 rounds. So if he's got 3 rounds, I mean, last time they said 2 rounds. We did 4. So let me just say 4 rounds. You know, I mean, by the time we're at round 4, I will whip out the cat in the hat. What is it? The rabbit in the hat? Whatever it is that people say. That's when the magic happens. Yeah, 4 rounds. 4 rounds is good.
Promising 3.
And I know we have some good sponsors in the house. After 4 rounds, if none of us are on the floor, if a sponsor can put up some bucks, we go 5, 6 rounds. Now all the big ballers out there who want to see a real fight, after round 4, if I'm not on the ground, he's not on the ground, put up something. Put on a 50K. We go another 3 rounds, and we give you guys a real show until somebody's on the floor.
And that's going to be very special. We are ready to watch right up till someone goes down. Whoever goes down that day is going to lose the belt. And I want to call on all those who will be betting, either for the belly of the beast or for the ring leader, to know that you will definitely need to add your bet, because no one is willing to go down that easy. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we don't have any more questions from the audience. If I'm not making a mistake, do we have more questions from the audience? And I think this is going to be a wrap on the build-up. And I just want to remind everyone that it's going to be on the 11th of April 2026 at the same venue, Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center, 4 Ways. It is going to be a very interesting game. It's going to be a very long day with so many fights. We are just here trying to build up the main event, but we have a lot of fights in line with very, very young and talented boxers who will be coming to challenge and to entertain you all. We are also going to be having much more entertainment. Food and drinks will be served around the venue. For your refreshment. Those that are regulated will be there. We're going to have a very, very good representatives of the top-notch entertainers in South Africa originating from Cameroon, South African base from Zimbabwe. We're going to be having fighters from Congo. We're going to be having fighters from Zambia. We're going to be having fighters from, I think, Malawi this time around. We are going to be having fighters all over South Africa, based and coming from their home, from their respective countries. I just want to take this time out once more to give a big shout out to Glow Auto, who happens to be one of the official sponsors of this edition of the Universaldabbler Champions. A big shout out to Lone Wolf Energy Drink, the main energy that powers the Universaldabbler Championship. Thank you for your support. This company has been there from the start, from the first edition, and we are building it up right to the 6th edition, and we are taking it forward. Big shout out to all the sponsors, Dakwas Music Entertainment, NC Brown Entertainment, FM Bazo Entertainment, G Sport, the OBM, the O Big Master. We also have, I think, Pulsive. We also have NK Fashion. We also have Makiza, Freeboy Maki, and we have Terido. We have a lot of sponsors that are coming up just to make you know how much this initiative is growing and how much it is interesting and how much it is lucrative. That's why each edition we have a plus of sponsors. Always feel free to contact the official websites or the emails of the Universaldabbler Champions for commercials, for support, and for any business presentation. We are not just here for fighting, we are not just here for entertainment, we are also here for job opportunities and for business exposure. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for our audience that are here. It is the build-up, and we are moving right up to the face-off. And it is time to get ready, fasten your seatbelts, and grab your tickets for the 11th of April 2024 at the Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center. Thank you, and thank you for my technical crew, the technical team, City Class Media, and the live streamers who are right here. It's been a great job, and we are moving to the face-offs. It is against the 11th of April at Pounds for Pounds Boxing and Fitness Center, and I'm your host, FM Bazo.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Glow Auto and Bahu Trading. We offer various services on car hiring, car maintenance, and buying and selling of cars. You are welcome to visit us at any time.
Thank you.